Hello, hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Chancellor Curry, your presenter for ITTI here directly from New York City. Today, we are going to talk about a special country that is fully back, and that is called ITTI Spain. Spain is fully back, and we have Colin today who's going to be representing, holding up the flag from Spain to talk to us why and how Spain, muy fuerte, is all back. But get this, he's not from Spain, but he's like holding up the flag from Spain. He's going to talk to us about that and tell us. So, listen, remember, this is a live broadcast show being broadcast to all of you all over the world on our YouTube face, on our Facebook group, on our Facebook page. So, make sure that if you enjoy our broadcast, just give us a like and share and broadcast and help us share out the world and share all these ideas that we're talking about ITTI. And as it is a live broadcast, this is directly live. Feel free to ask any questions, so we will bring it up. So if you're ready there, and if you want to say hello and tell me where you're from and where you are, we will bring your comment up to the screen, and myself or Colin will answer all the questions you may have. So, as you know, I'm going to talk about ITTI Spain. So, ITTI has been around already for over 20 years, and we are located in more than 20 countries only in Europe. And obviously, we are in Spain with 20 locations only in Europe. So, in ITTI Spain, mainly Madrid, the core, the hardcore place of Spain is where this entire training is taking place. But for those of you who have not had the chance to really experience Spain, how it is, let me, before I bring Colin, let me talk to you and show you a little bit about Spain, and then I will bring him up to talk. So let's just get a little taste of what Spain's all about. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful video about Spain, isn't it, Colin?
I mean, that's unbelievable, Tatito. And I don't think there's a better video out there to show you the beauty, the passion, the people. I mean, even just the plazas there, students with ITTI, they can go and tick off every plaza they can try. There's about 100 or 200, but
Oh, yeah, the places, for those of you who don't know, I think Colin is saying plaza. Plaza means a
plaza.
square. So in Spanish means where square, where you people get together and hang around. So, and there are hundreds. Spain is all about plazas, squares
Yes,
and beautiful
yes.
places with water fountains and monuments and
And
sculptures and all of that. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining our live broadcast from New York. It's a live show that we are sharing some experience and some ideas about ITTI and what we do. Again, we've been in business for so many years, and we are now well and fully represented in Spain. And we wanted to make sure that if you are looking for your next challenge, and if you want to do something different and have the experience of the EU, the European experience, Spain is your first place. It's the door, the footstep for you to open up this great door of opportunities. So, Colin, is Spain's back? Tell us about this. How can this be?
Well, I mean, Tatito, if you look at all of the troubles we've had all over the world in the last 3 years, what is everyone thinking? When is it going to get better? And what we've seen in the last month, Tatito, is it's getting better. We talked about the plazas before, plazas. You can correct my pronunciation, Tatito, if you
No,
want.
no, it's all right.
And they're full. It's now, look at it. It's 7 p.m. here in 10 past 7 in Spain. The streets are busy. Everyone is getting ready to go to meet their friends, to go to their language classes. And
Oh yeah, in fact, as a
and
matter of fact, there is a course happening. A proof of that, there is a course, there's a class taking place as we speak, right
look at
behind
it.
you.
I got to go the right way. Look, I got to go this way. And
Yeah, but we can see it. There's a course happening at 7 o'clock in Spain. Are you in Madrid now? Because
I'm in
I know you're all
Madrid
over the place.
right now. Yeah, I'm in Madrid right now. And, we have 3 locations in Madrid where we're going to be running our ITTI courses, a total of 40 classrooms. And, right at this very moment, 30 of them are being used. And,
So I suppose
and
that
look how beautiful it is.
the headquarter of ITTI Spain is in Madrid, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
HUD. Okay, so yeah, so basically, it's very reassuring to hear that Spain is back. I feel that in many countries and in many cities, life is going back to its normalcy. It's just we have been exhausted with in all aspect, emotionally, financially, economically, and everywhere. So we had enough. It's not entirely up to us to stop this, but I think with the science and the medicine, so we are making big progress. Of course, it's up to the individual to decide to go for or not. But indeed, science and the data have shown that we made progress, and it's time for us to take our lives back. It's time for us to go back where we were about 2 years ago. And I say for precisely because it's the day of my birthday, 2 years.
Oh,
When it was declared March 11. That's my birthday coming up.
It's your birthday coming up. I've got to send you a gift, Tatito.
Yeah, so that's when they declared the pandemic, and that's my birthday. So I know. So it's already going to be my 3rd birthday during the pandemic. So
and you're going to be
21 and 22.
You're going to be 30 years old, I hear. So congratulations, Tatito. The big 3-0.
What's going to happen is I'm going to deduct the years for the pandemic. I'm not considering this year, so I'm not counting it. Because I was not able to celebrate. Yeah, so what I wanted to say, we are exhausted with all of this, and it's so good to hear that Spain's back, that the plazas and the squares are full and people are going back to normal life, and you see people going to class.
Yeah.
Because it is exhausted. And then it's just, I think there's no more turning back. It's only going forward. And that's why Spain is fully back. So I remember that we talked about that, I think, before the Omicron. So Spain tried to go back and then it stopped a little bit again. So, but now it's full swing, right?
It's full swing. I mean, but you have to look at the reality, and you look at for us, Tatito, we're professionals. We look at the classrooms. We see the students transferring back to the academy from online, and we see it every single day, which is fantastic. And then look outside the academy, look at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid's football stadium. If you're an Atletico Madrid fan, look at the Wanda Metropolitana, and these stadiums are full of passionate football fans getting back to reality. So 2 great examples.
So that's a good way for us to see it. And okay, so just to make sure, how did you end up in Spain? Because you are from Scotland. Why are you in Spain? Why did you choose Madrid? And why are you with number 16? Can you just summarize a little bit about your story?
I can. Sorry, we got so excited about Spain. I didn't even really introduce myself, Tatito. But no, my name is Callum Omand, and I'm from Scotland. And a bit like you, Tatito. Someone with that thirst and energy to travel. From a young age, my stepfather was in the military. So, we moved from Scotland to England, from England to Wales, from Wales to Ireland. So by the time I was 12, I'd lived in, 4 or 5 countries. But really, to answer your question, Tathito, what brings anyone to Spain? Romance, Tathito. Romance brought me to Spain. And and partly due to Erasmus as well. My girlfriend was doing Erasmus. That was in Zaragoza, halfway between Madrid and Barcelona. And we had a great opportunity 2 years later to return to Spain. And my advice to anyone is, if you have an opportunity like ITTI Spain to come to Spain, or another opportunity, you take it. You have to take it. And I've been in Zaragoza for 5 years, in Bilbao for 2. And in my current role, most of my weeks spent in Madrid, but of course a little bit of travel around the whole country. But my background, I hope some potential students and current teachers are watching this, is absolutely in my heart a teacher. Started teaching 7 years ago, did a TEFL course, of course.
But like 7 years ago, what did you teach? English too?
Yeah, well, I did my TEFL course in 2015, and then started teaching teenagers and adults, and then focused on business English, and then moved into training teachers. And that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years. And we'll talk the dates later, but I'm just so excited to train the next generation of teachers here from Madrid.
So again, Madrid is open. ITTI Spain is fully back, and it's not only for international students; it's for the local international. It's open to the whole world to come now. And what's the situation? Is it easy to get visa? So what's the situation if somebody wants to come and they need visa? How does that work?
Yeah, well, I think if you're doing an ITTI program, it's very easy. You get a student visa. You have all the documentation to prove that you're studying in Spain, and that allows you to live here, to study here, and really get stuck into Spanish life. And we talked about COVID before, but the restrictions have loosened. It's just so easy now, Tathito. You download an app, a Spanish government app. You fill in your details pre-flight. They scan it at the airport, and you go through. So what better way to put it than Spain is back and Spain is open.
Perfect. So it's about time for us to go back and do all of that. So if you're saying so, but the way you explain now, quick question: do you know if the Spanish consulate are open for visa for people that wanted to come? Because some people, they still need visa to come to Spain. So what's the situation of the consulate? I know it varies from country to country, of course. But do you see international people coming to Spain now? Do you see that?
Absolutely.
Is the airport packed?
The airport is full. I don't want to put people off. Barajas is a big airport, but it's very clean, very organized, but a lot of people coming in. And I think just the main thing with everything with COVID, we're in such a good place now than we were 6 months ago, 3 months ago. Just be patient. If you're speaking to the Spanish embassy or you're speaking to your own country's embassy, be patient, and they will get back to you. They are open. They're answering calls. They're creating appointments.
Okay, so that's good to know that.
Yeah.
So you got to be patient because everything's a bit slow. Due to the situation, but it's still possible, and so Spain is open to welcome foreign students and tourists and all of that.
Absolutely. Yourself, Tathito, you've got great experiences in the past in Spain, and Spain is a country.
No, I personally believe that Spain is a perfect place for you to go if you wanted to be an international student, because unlike the US, Spain welcome international students. Not that the US doesn't, of course it does. But what I meant by this is that you can work, you can study, you can have a bank account, you can do so many things as a student. While in the US and other countries, you are very limited to what you can do while you are an international student.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's very different. So you can start your life is like a path to your potential citizenship. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I
So
mean, only
you can
2 points on that.
you can start as an international student. You could only end up as a Spanish citizen, in a
Well,
way.
for sure. And I mean, I've got, I'll have been here, I can potentially take my citizenship test and things now, and I'm planning to do so in the future. But
Well,
only
that's
two,
exactly what I said. So you can
yeah.
start it as a student, and you only end up as a citizenship if you follow the rules. So, quick question: what can students um, can expect to look forward to in Madrid? So, what's going on in Madrid? So, for those that don't know Madrid, can you give me a little bit some ideas about it?
Absolutely. Well, the biggest thing you can expect from the very beginning, Tatido, is a warm welcome. You spoke about it before. Spain welcomes people. Spain's economy is based around tourism and being open, and it's back. So you're going to get a warm welcome from ITTI. You're going to come to one of our world class, and I really mean world class academies. I'm talking to you now from Malasaña, from Chueca, right in the center. You can't see too much, but just a beautiful historic building, fantastic classrooms full of fantastic instructors, and that's before you get me started on our location in Argüelles, and that's with 15 over 15 classrooms, and I'm
So,
telling you.
I know you have many schools throughout Spain. With the pandemic, did you close any? Did you keep it? Do you have it everything? So what's
No, not at all, Tatito. We're not quitters here. You have to keep
No, I
going.
know. I'm not saying that you are, but I mean,
No, I know
the
what you
life
mean,
is
and
so difficult.
yeah,
So,
no. Let's be
oh,
honest. You got to be proactive in these situations. There are people in the world. You say this is terrible. We have to stop everything, or you say no. We adapt. So at the beginning of the pandemic, we transferred every single student and every single teacher to online in 1 week. It was a crazy week, Tethito, let me tell you.
uh-huh.
But every single student and every single class was moved online. And then in the next 2 months after that, improving the online service, new platforms, new technology. And then when everybody was ready to come back to the academy, which in some cases was very soon, June 2020, we opened a school in Bilbao and we opened in Barcelona in 2020. So, no spoilers, Tatito, but, if students really enjoy Madrid and they want to continue, they can go on to Bilbao, they can go on to Barcelona. We're only focusing on Madrid at the moment, but, Spain is a country with so much to see.
Got it. And what about, okay, so at the end of the day, everybody's looking for a job. What about job opportunity, the job market? So what's the situation? I mean,
Mm.
in Spain. I mean, if people from the U.S. or from Scotland or from England, whatever a
Mm-hmm.
native English-speaking country, South African or all of that, or maybe, of course, I mean, lots of people who are not native speaker
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wanted to do this program and work in Spain. So, what's the situation? What's the update for the job market over there?
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. And I think it's so important you mentioned that, Tatito, ITTI Spain, for people from all over the world, okay? Because let's be honest, with Brexit, there's no difference being from England and being from Pakistan or Colombia, at the moment, or Senegal. But you sign up for ITTI Spain, you liaise with your embassies and things. You make sure the first step, of course, is a student visa. This allows you to work for 20 hours per week. And that's how you get started and you come in. And what we're seeing is academies now, they can't, they're finding it difficult to find teachers. The job market is booming. With COVID, people in the past have not been traveling as much. And with the slowdown of bureaucracy from some countries, it's been
Uh-huh.
difficult. And basically, to answer your question, jobs are here. They just need fully trained people to take them.
Okay, I understand that. So that means that because I feel that lots of people lost their work, and as
Yeah.
Spain's going back, so what he's trying to say is that we are about it's going back, so it's opening its door, so it's looking for people.
Yeah, absolutely. And in every industry, I think what you mentioned before is so important, isn't it, Tathito? Is do a course and get in, start working, and then the world is your oyster. You start to then apply for permanent positions. You start to apply for your permanent residency, and I have no doubt that people will fall in love with Madrid and Spain once they're here.
And what about ITTI Spain? When are you going to start the course? Who is teaching the course? When you're about to start? So what's going on with this? So what's the plan? Tell us about.
I'm telling you right now. Well, Tathito, ITTI Spain is my baby. So the first two courses, the first one begins on the 6th of June, everybody. I want you to mark your calendars if you're interested in coming to Spain, the 6th of June. Finishing on the 1st of July, and we start immediately again with the second course on the 4th of July, and I'll be taking these courses personally from start to finish. So if you want to come and join me in Madrid, those are the dates you need to look out for, and you need to go on the ITTI website for more details.
Correct. So I have a question here. Do you also organize sightseeing for TEFL students?
Absolutely.
Honestly, I don't know if they do, but it's needless. In Spain, everywhere you walk, it's a sightseeing. And with this hop-on, hop-off buses, you take in Plaza Cayón, I forgot the name of it.
Plaza del Sol.
Plaza del Sol. And then you take it and you go around, and it's just, you don't even need to any type of, you take the subway, you leave it right there. It's so easy,
For sure. And I think that's so important if you're doing a TEFL course or a TESOL course, that you enjoy that time outside of the academy. It's an experience, Tathito. It's not just it's all not just work and no play. You have to come and see it, and our students are going to be just having so much fun in terms of the activities they're going to do. Not just sightseeing, but something for all interests, Tathito. If you like art, the Museo del Prado, for example.
Yeah, of course.
It's world class.
Yeah. What about the practicum? How does ITTI Spain organize and will do? What's the plan for the practicum?
I think this is the best question you've asked me, and I think it's I'm just so excited about it, because if you look behind me in this academy right now, we have 10 classes. Okay, so I think if you are interested in not just the theory and the grammar and the phonetic charts, what you're going to do is you're gonna learn these things, and then you're going to practice using them immediately. So, and that's something that not every course can provide, and I'm just so excited about our students meeting new teachers, and they're going to.
So, and of course, so basically, essentially what you're saying is you have the entire infrastructure, you have plenty of space, plenty of students for our TEFL students, for your TEFL students to have their hands on it. So you have lots of places and opportunities throughout Spain for them to do their practicum.
Yeah, I mean, I think back, Tathito, I look back on my own TEFL course. I had a fantastic time, but there was no real practical element, and I had to learn on the job. So you look at the course we're offering, and you think the quality of candidates, the quality of teachers that are going to come from this course is going to be even better than what I had. So what can the next generation of teachers achieve with even better training?
Perfect. So listen, just for you to know, so I know lots of people, they come and they watch this, not really when it's being broadcast, but definitely after they replay the recorded version. So I want to make sure that you understand and you see more about ITTI Spain. ITTI Spain joined forces with number 16, which is the largest and the best English chain academy in Spain. So let me give you just an idea what this beautiful place is all about. Let me show you. 1 second. Listen, the video is about one location or some location. So
No,
is it?
this video is right from our location where I'm sitting in right now, Tathito. So we are right in the middle of Alonso Martinez.
Uh-huh. So it's just
And
one location.
one location, absolutely. I mean, what I think the plan is, I want our ITTI Spain students to, it's a 4-week program, Tathito. So why not
Well, this is
in
a
this?
beautiful location. That's like when you go to Starbucks and you just don't want to leave because I personally like nice, well decorated and fancy and all this stuff. So I like it. I
Tathito,
don't.
I'm gonna give you a piece of gossip, a piece of something. I was speaking to one of my colleagues today, and they said that Netflix, honestly, and this is true, Netflix were here earlier, and they want to film part of a series here in the school. They need a language academy to feature as part of one of their series, and I can't say which one, but that just
Wow,
shows you
wow,
a
I gotta
little.
be contacted. Wow, wow, that's
I
awesome.
don't tell anyone, Tathito, because that's hot off
Yeah,
the
because
press.
the office and the facility is beautiful. So
Mm,
I'm no surprise, no surprise, because
yeah.
it's just for you to know when you choose ITTI Spain, look
Hmm.
at the high caliber, a prime location. You
Yep.
cannot get any better. You got it all in there.
You've got it all in there. That's it. That's it.
That's
And
perfect.
yeah, no, excitement is the word, Tathito, that I'm feeling.
Okay, perfect. So I think we covered lots of things today
Mm,
about ITTI Spain. So remember, ITTI Spain is open, is back to business, is ready to welcome local students, international students, European students,
mm,
students outside European students that want to come from Latin America, Middle East, African, Asia, whatever they want to do it. It's a 4-week program. They're about to start. You can check out on our website all the information, the dates, and everything. You can contact Colin. His detail is on our website. You can
mhm.
find ITTI email over there from Spain, and they will help you. They will provide, as soon as you register, they will provide with whatever it is necessary for you to apply for your acceptance visa letter to come to Spain, if it is require you to have a visa to come to Spain. I think on that note, don't wait too long. It's time
No,
for us to start. So I myself, I need to go to Spain very soon. It's been already a while. So I
I
have to
know. Tathito,
go.
you should have come here for your birthday. We could have been blessed with your presence on March the
Oh, I
11th.
love Spain. I know the problem, to be honest with you, I don't want to come to Spain for a week. It's that type
No,
of place. Every time I come, I stay a week, I stay 2, 3 weeks. Spain, just the weather itself, the energy, the cities. I like Spain. I really
I know, I know. And
it's a dip for me culturally. It's it's fun
yeah,
and I love it. So, and I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So I think thank you very much for the show. Thanks for you guys who are there watching with us. And I'll see you next time. Right,
thank you
Colin?
so much. Thank you, Tathito. See you soon.